let's read a few of your text messages real quick. I do appreciate you guys chiming in. Reagankin says, Clay, I'm not looking for the re-election of Trump to prevent the destruction of America. I'm looking for the Trump re-election to give us a pause in the destruction of America. America is not on the ascension. We are still a great country. We are no longer a good country. Here's what I think happens. Trump wins. Trump gets the most votes. Whether he wins or not, I guess, is debatable. But let's play this out for the sake of having some hopium. Because if we don't have some hopium, what's the point in doing this? Real talk. If we're just sitting here to rattle cages and sell advertising and have fun, yeah, that's one thing. That's not what I do this for. I can assure you, I have more feasible ways of making money if I chose not to do this. I do this because this is what God put on me to do. Now, there's days that we get a little ungodly around here and we say off-the-wall things, and that's just part of it. When you talk for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you make a ton of content, you're going to say something stupid every now and then or every day. So let's have a little hopium and at least suspend disbelief for a minute and think that we're on the right track. And we are. We are on the right track. When I set out to do this, I set out to do two things. And I know that I'm not single-handedly responsible for either one of these things. I'm going to make sure I put that out there. But I want to feel like I was a little small, just a little small piece of the puzzle. I wanted to get us to a new president, not named Joe Biden and not a Democrat. And I wanted to see us through to Jackson getting on the right track, a new mayor, or getting rid of Chokwe and Tarleton. I wanted to see Chokwe go to jail. We're very close to both of these things happening. Since I started this radio show, the Capitol Police and the expansion of the CCID has been created. It's now been expanded. Hey, by the way, Capitol Police, you know who they just hired? One of the last legendary outlaw lawmen, Dean Scott. Dean Scott is back in Jackson as a lieutenant for the Capitol Police. You want to talk about let some little Talibanian thug fafo? I can't wait. I can't wait for the first one that fafos with Dean Scott. So if you don't live in Jackson or you're not in and out of Jackson enough, or you're not as plugged in, good things are happening in Jackson thanks to the CCID and the Capitol Police and what our legislators and our governor did. I almost forgive Tate. Well, I don't want to say forgive. It almost balances out for me on the Tate really screwed up during COVID, but he made up for it here scales. But I can never quite forgive him for what he did in COVID. But I do love what he's done in Jackson. So Jackson is going in, I wouldn't say the right direction, but a much better direction. And here in the next few weeks, we should find out if Chokwe gets a federal indictment or not. Also, I think we're very close to getting a new president. So I got a little off track there, throwing a Jackson curveball in the middle of that. Back to our hopium thing and about the president. I think Trump wins. Back to Reagan's. Trump wins. The left tries to burn the country down. And then we rebuild from those ashes. Because inevitably, they're going to wake up a beast. And there's going to end up being a bit of a purge, so to say. I wouldn't call it a civil war. More of a purge. Because at the end of the day, it's not two militaries fighting each other. So this concept of civil war is incorrect. It's urban warfare. Because let's just be honest, whoever has control of the military wins the civil war. Yeah, I mean, just at the end of the day, the man with the biggest toys wins. And in this modern era of drone warfare, we're not going to beat our government. I mean, all they got to do is talk one or two drone pilots into not leaving the reservation, or they could probably run the drones with AI now and just kill all of us. So, food for thought there. But there's not a whole lot of upside to that for them. I mean, you can't kill all your slaves, then you have to do the work. They still need us to, at least on paper, to generate tax money for them so they can do what they do. Anyway, so I think we bottom out between November 5th and January 20th. And then I think we rebuild this thing like it's 1776. You get a fresh slate. We round up all the Democrats. We get them in some re-education camps. I mean, that's what they want to do to us. They say it all the time. There's a guy running for mayor of Jackson. I don't even remember the idiot's name, but I saw his name popped up. He's running for mayor of Jackson. I look on his Facebook page, and a post from a couple years ago said here how he's having to explain to his daughter why Donald Trump was president, and just said that, all us Trump supporters needed a re-education. That's what they think of us. They think we're stupid because we voted for Trump because we just don't see the light. We just don't see it their way. Even though they can't point to one situation where with them in charge, anything has ever gotten any better. How when Democrats were in charge, things only got worse. Things only got more expensive. Not with Republicans. Gas cheap. Life is good. Girls are prettier. Food tastes better. Sun shines brighter. Air conditioning works better. Anyway, so have a little hopium. But I'm just telling you, man, enjoy these holidays. Make sure don't just take it for granted. Don't let it just be another Independence Day, 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. You know, this fall, football gets started back up. If you like football, enjoy football. Don't let the politics of the past stop you from enjoying it. Whatever it is you enjoy. Don't let the left take that joy from you. That's what I've been having to teach myself a little bit. I'm not going to let the left, the Marxists, the black racists, the rainbow supremacists, I'm not going to let them hijack things I enjoy. And me just say, you know what, I'm not going to watch it no more because they got a different opinion. That's what they want. I'm not going to give them that. I'm not going to let them own the marketplace of ideas. I'm going to shove my thoughts and opinions and my beliefs down their throats just like they have mine. It's taken me a little while to come to this realization. But anyway, enjoy it, man, because if this thing goes to hell in a handbasket because one side or the other doesn't accept these election results, it could be the last little stretch of normal we have for a while. I mean, that might do us some good in the long run. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Guns and Gear text line, 769-241-1944. Mazda Jackson phone line, 601-879-0002. Let's read a couple of your texts before we go to break real quick. Josh, always good to hear from Josh. We need to get together and grab lunch soon, brother. Says July 4th, or 4th of July, is also when Vicksburg surrendered to the Union siege during the Civil War. Sane fighting the insane. Unknown texter. If Trump is reelected, the left is going to go berserk like they did in 2020 with riots. I agree 100%. Unknown texter. People must have forgotten how everyone wanted to be rich and famous like Trump. Hell, they used to sing about main song that comes to mind. They used to sing about it. The main song that comes to mind is Mac Miller, Donald Trump, bunch of dang snowflakes. It is always perplexing to me how Trump went from being a pop culture icon to the second he came down that gold escalator with the most beautiful first lady in history, 10 times more beautiful than Kennedy. 10 times more beautiful. You know what I mean? Melania is a smoke show. Anyway, Richard, shout out to Richard Hammett, says, congratulations to Dean Scott, new lieutenant of the Capitol Police. Yeah, I made a video about it. It's on my YouTube channel. I shared it to my Facebook page and everything. You can go check it out. I kind of stumbled across it as I was making a video about the expansion of the CCID. I was like, wait, Dean's is in Jackson now? So we're trying to change the whole the second half of the video is about Dean. So always welcome to have a real lawman join a real law enforcement agency. And really looking forward to seeing what Dean does with Capitol Police. If you live in Jackson, if you live in that CCID and you're a law-abiding citizen, I'm telling you what, you woke up this morning to a safer Jackson with Dean Scott on the beat. Let's take a break. This is the Clay Edwards Show. We'll be right back. Let me talk to the men out there listening real quick. Guys, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction, fatigue, decreased muscle tone, lack of energy, low libido, brain fog, sleep disturbances? Hey, low libido, ask your girlfriend or wife. She'll let you know if you're suffering from that or not. That's sex drive. If you'll text my name, Clay, in all caps to 601-327-8550, 601-327-8550, Men's Health of Mississippi and the Clay Edwards Show are going to hook you up with a free testosterone screening. They're located in Madison, Mississippi at 120 Fountains Boulevard. You can check them out online, menshealthms.com. But one more time, text my name, all caps, Clay, to 601-327-8550 and get your free testosterone screening scheduled today. Enjoy the rest of this show.